Welcome to Psyche Bites. Your prime years are the years between 20 and 45 years old. If you're 20 to 45 years old, please watch this video. 1. This time will never come again, so don't waste your prime years. Believing that we have lots of time is the biggest lie we can tell. However, the most important and pivotal period of your life is right now. You have a lot of energy, desire, and the capacity to learn and do anything at this point. However, the majority of people squander this time by lusting, forming pointless friendships, self-doubting, and scrolling through social media. There's still time, you think. Later, I'll become serious. However, the truth is, backhand index pointing right, you don't have money when you have energy and time. Backhand index pointing right, you don't have time when you have money and energy. Backhand index pointing right, and your energy is gone when you finally have money and time. Therefore, the true query is, when is the best moment to make life changes? The answer is now. Your current actions will determine the course of your future. Your success or failure will be determined by the habits you develop now. 2. Don't be afraid of others' opinions. See through the eyes of reality. The dread of what will people say prevents the majority of young people from moving on in life. Even though they typically stand to gain nothing, they fear losing their reputation, their image, and their so-called respect. They are afraid of ruining an unestablished reputation. People are held back by this mental prison. The fear is of other people's reactions, not of failing. However, the reality is that you will never realize your full potential as long as you allow other people's ideas to dictate your life. Remember this: don't take advice from people who don't have what you want. You can't get success advice from people who haven't accomplished anything themselves. The greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and artists in history have all discovered that listening to others is not the path to success. It is the result of listening to your own intuition. Thus, live, learn, and don't be scared to make mistakes, because those who get back up after falling aren't scared of crowd noise. 3. Work on your health. It's your true asset. Health is wealth is more than simply a proverb. It's one of the most important life lessons. Many young individuals disregard their health, which they later come to regret. This is the ideal moment for young men in particular to develop their maximum physical power because their hormones are at their peak and their bodies are bursting with vitality. Exercise is good for your body, but it's also good for your brain. Physical activity produces a unique brain protein known as brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. It lowers anxiety and enhances memory. To put it another way, even an hour of exercise a day helps to maintain your mind clear, alert, and calm. In addition to keeping your body in shape, you will pay a high price later if you neglect your health now. Therefore, make an investment in your health now. It's the kind of wealth that increases over time rather than diminishes. Make your physique an asset rather than a liability. For learn to control lust or it will control you. The height of lust or sexual desire occurs throughout youth. It's normal, but in the modern world, when people are constantly exposed to advertisements, social media, and other stimuli, these desires are more intense than ever. Self-control is difficult in such a world, but that is precisely what true strength is. I promise that you will become unstoppable if you can grasp this power right now. Because the world can eventually be controlled by the person who can control their desires. Otherwise, you waste this valuable time chasing girls, chatting non-stop, or repeatedly being rejected when it could be used to build your dreams, your health, and your future. You have the opportunity to either make or break yourself at this point. While pursuing momentary pleasure is simple, sustained achievement necessitates discipline. Being able to control your libido is one of your greatest strengths and not a weakness. Spend less time and effort on pointless diversions. Be a master of yourself, and the world will be yours. 5. Understand women, don't chase them. Build respectful connections. The majority of young men approach women with the sole intention of pursuing a sexual relationship or obtaining a girlfriend. This limited perspective frequently results in rejection, heartache, and a decline in self-esteem. Instead of merely chasing women, true strength comes from understanding women and learning about their psyche. Although female psychology is complex, it is comprehensible. Emotions, safety, trust, and respect are highly valued by women. If your attitude is use and discard, you will never establish a meaningful, authentic, or long-lasting connection. Thus, speak with women. Make friends. But be sincere about it. Find out what they value, how they feel, and how they think. A lady will return the favor by showing you respect, love, and trust when you treat her heart with respect. Real guys understand women, they don't just chase them. Develop relationships rather than pursue victories. That is how a boy and a man differ from one another. 6. Don't take yourself too seriously. Life is meant to be lived, not endured. Many people take everything personally. They take themselves too seriously or are outraged by trivial things. The outcome? People begin to leave. In any gathering, their presence starts to feel burdensome, but sometimes you just need to relax. Life isn't all about work, pressure, or perfection. You will create a mental trap for yourself if you overanalyze every remark, joke, and viewpoint. Joy is killed by overthinking, which is a prison. Learn to laugh along with jokes rather than taking offense. You can handle anything life throws at you if you can laugh at yourself. Incorporate levity into your life. Make jokes. Enjoy yourself, but within reason. Those prefer to spend time with those who make them smile rather than those who are constantly whining or giving lectures. Keep in mind, being serious is okay, but being overly serious might lead to loneliness. Acquire equilibrium. Live a happy life. 7. Don't chase money, make yourself valuable. That's where real success begins. Many young people today are enmeshed in the competition to make money. They seek out fast gains through gaming, cryptocurrency, and purchasing followers, things that could provide momentary thrills but not the type of success that changes your life. The fact is that people with value attract money. Any money you make will not last long if you lack the necessary abilities, experience, and discipline. When you improve your skills, discipline, and mindset, you will achieve true success. The world notices when you make yourself valuable, and money begins to follow. Keep in mind that money is a consequence, it's not the goal. Focusing on personal development leads to success, respect, and financial gain. Therefore, give up looking for shortcuts and phony wealth. Rather, develop into the kind of person that no business, no sector, and no society can overlook. After that, you won't need to seek money because it will find you, according to an MIT study. People who are internally motivated tend to be more successful and earn more in the long run. Well, if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future videos. And don't forget to share it with your friends.